Welcome back everyone, thanks for checking out another video. Today I have a super cool car in the shop for tuning and I thought I'd make a video for you guys. This car has been here before. We've tuned it when it was a K20. Today it is here as a K20, K24 Frankenstein. It has a set of cams. We did some ethanol tuning, so it should make for a cool video. Like usual, I've already done all the dyno tuning. I recorded some dyno shots for you guys. I'm gonna go through all the details of this build, share a bit of what the owner has done to this car. Then I'll share some shots of the dyno pulls and I'll share the final results at the end. All right guys, like I said, so this car has actually been here a few times. I've tuned this car when it was full bolt-on K20. I've tuned this car when it was K20 with a set of Cartel 2.2 cams. And today we tuned it as a Frankenstein, K20 head, K24 bottom end, the Cartel 2.2 cams. We did a pump gas tune and we did an ethanol tune. I'll share all those dyno graphs at the end. But for now, let's go through all the details of this build. This car basically has full bolt-on. We'll start at the intake. It has a hybrid racing 3.5-inch cold air intake, a ZDX Throttle Body. It has an RBC intake manifold that has been cut open, port and polished inside and then welded back together to get a bit more flow. It has Injector Dynamics ID1050x Injectors. The head is the original 8th gen Civic Si, so the K20Z3 cylinder head. It has a JDM K24A stock bottom end, stock piston, stock rods. It does have an upgraded Unit 2 ported oil pump. In the head, it does have the K20 50-degree VTC Cam Gear wheel. I did limit the VTC to 40 degrees today. We didn't go over that. As for Valvetrain, it has Supertech springs, valves, retainers, Ferrara keepers, and the cams are Cartel 2.2s. Exhaust-wise, this car has a Skunk 2 Alpha header. It has been sort of modified and made to fit in this application because it doesn't usually fit very well when you swap a K24 bottom end and try to use this header. So the owner was able to make it work, but it wasn't easy to make it fit. And it has a 3-inch exhaust. Today we tuned it on pump gas, our 94 octane pump gas, and we also tuned it on some ethanol. It has a DW pump. I'm not sure which one it is. If we figure it out, I'll put it in the description of the video. I tuned it on Hondata Flashpro today, and I think that's about it. Why don't I cut to the shots of the dyno pulls, and then we'll share the final results. All right guys, hopefully you enjoyed those dyno pulls, but I'm sure you're interested to see what this car made today. But first, up on the screen, I have the results when it was K20. In red is when it was full bolt-on. So this car came basically with all these mods, but completely internally stock K20. It made 215 horse, 156 foot-pounds torque. Then the owner wanted some more and he installed a set of Cartel 2.2 cams. And we ended up putting down 241 horse, 161 foot-pounds torque, and revving it out a little bit higher with the Cartel 2.2 cams. So great results from a K20 with just the cams. But why don't I bring up the graph of today with the K24 bottom end. All right, up on the screen in red are the results from when it was K20 and just the Cartel 2.2 cams, and obviously full bolt-on. Like I said, I put down 241, 161, In blue are the results from today with pump gas. It put down 268, 198 foot-pounds torque. Huge gain in torque basically everywhere. We didn't rev it as high with the K24 because it started to run out of breath. The cams usually do run out of breath a little bit earlier when you upgrade from a K20 to K24, but still fantastic results. Like I said, we also did tune this on ethanol today. The owner has installed an Innovate ethanol sensor and it's wired into the stock ECU, and we were able to tune on flex today. We ran a few different percentages of ethanol. We went as high as E70, and it actually made the most power at E70 just by a bit, but basically the same results from E60 up to E70. Why don't I switch up the graphs so we can see the difference between pump gas and ethanol. All right, up on the screen are the final results from today. In blue are the results from the ethanol. This was E70 and it ended up making 272 and 202 foot-pounds torque versus the 268 and 198 on pump gas. So not insignificant results, but nothing crazy. Ethanol will make a little bit of power on a setup like this, but because we're not running a ton of compression on this engine, it is the stock compression ratio from the stock Pistons. We can't really take full advantage of the extra octane of the ethanol. All we can really take advantage of is the extra oxygenation in the fuel, and that's what we're seeing here is with a little bit of extra power basically everywhere because of the ethanol. So I know there's a lot more to ethanol tuning, and this is a very quick just demonstration of how this setup performed with it, but I get asked all the time, so here's an example of basically full bolt-on cammed K24 with pump gas versus ethanol. So that's probably about it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Like always, if you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, and I will continue to keep making these videos for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.